Good day, students. Let me introduce my presentation, Geographic Characteristics of Kazakhstan, Lesson 2. But first of all, let's get acquainted with the vocabulary notes. Pay attention to pronunciation and study these words, please. To be bounded on, distant point, lowland, hilly plateau, mountainous region. To be dominated by, Mount Han Tengri, Tian Shan Range, Caspian Depression, Usturt Plateau, vast amounts of, Aral-Karakum deserts, Betpak Dala Desert, Kızılkum and Munkum Desert, vegetative cover, subterranean groundwater. To be recorded, sharply continental, extreme, valley, temperature extremes, average temperature, wormwood, tamarisk, feathergrass, wooded area, elk, antelope, ermine, sable, sturgeon, herring, roach, to revive, ethnic groups, Slavs, Jews, immigrate, tribes, nomadic period, urban style, suppressed, copper, lead, tungsten, manganese, antimony, vanadium, iron, coal, and well. Okay. Now let's define what is Kazakhstan. It's officially Republic of Kazakhstan and country which is situated in Central Asia. Kazakhstan is bounded on the northwest and north by Russia, on the east by China, and on the south by Kyrgyzstan, Uzbekistan, the Aral Sea, and Turkmenistan. The Caspian Sea bounds Kazakhstan to the southwest. Kazakhstan is the largest country in Central Asia and the 9th largest in the world. It stretched about 2,930 kilometers from west to east and north to south. The capital of Kazakhstan is Nur-Sultan, formerly Astana, Akhmola, and Zelenograd. It is situated in the north-central part of the country. Now let's speak about relief. Lowlands make up 1/3 of Kazakhstan's huge expanse. Hilly plateaus and plains account for nearly half, and low mountainous regions about 1/5. The western and southwestern parts of the republic are dominated by the low-lying Caspian Depression. Its the lowest point lies some 95 feet below sea level. Vast amounts of sand form the Greater Barsuki and Aral-Karakum deserts, which are situated near the Aral Sea. It is the broad Betpak Dala desert of the interior, and the Munkum and Kızılkum deserts in the south. Most of these desert regions support slight vegetative cover fed by subterranean groundwater. Now look at this diagram. I shall speak about climate of Kazakhstan. You may see that winters of Kazakhstan are not so severe. Average January temperature in the north and central regions range from -19 to 16 Celsius. In the south, temperatures are milder, ranging from -5 to 1.5 by Celsius. Temperature extremes have been recorded is -45 degrees by Celsius. Summers of Kazakhstan. Average July temperatures in the north reach 20 degrees by Celsius, but in the south they rise to 29 degrees by Celsius. Temperature extremes have been recorded is 45 degrees by Celsius. Kazakhstan's climate is sharply continental. Hot summers alternate with equally extreme winters, especially in the plains and valleys. Temperatures fluctuate widely with great variations between sub-regions. For example, if we take climate of Astana and Shymkent, they greatly vary. Now look at this slide. You may see pictures of vegetation, animal life, and fish. Vegetation of Kazakhstan on the plains and deserts include wormwood and tamarisk, with feather grass on the drier plains. Kazakhstan has very little wooded area, amounting to only about 3% of the territory. Animal life. Many animals, including antelope and elk, inhabit the plains. The wolf, bear, and snow leopard, as well as the commercially important ermine and sable, are found in the hills. Fishermen take sturgeon, herring, and roach from the Caspian Sea. In parts of the northwestern, eastern, and southwestern Kazakhstan, where commercial fishing collapsed as a result of industrial and agricultural pollution, efforts to revive fish pollutions have shown some success. Now, look at this slide. We shall speak about ethnic groups or nationalities. You may have a look at this diagram. You'll see Kazakhstan ethnic composition. This orange color is population of Kazakh people. Green color is for Russian, and the others colors are Uzbek, Ukrainian, Uyghur, Tatar, German, and other nationalities. You may see the percentage of population. Fewer than 1/5 of the more than 8 million ethnic Kazakhs live outside Kazakhstan, mainly in Uzbekistan and Russia. During the 19th century, about 400,000 Russians flooded into Kazakhstan, and these were supplemented by about 1 million Slavs, Germans, Jews, and others who immigrated to the region during the first third of the 20th century. The immigrants crowded Kazakhs off the best pastures and watered land, rendering many tribes destitute. Another large influx of Slavs occurred from 1954 to 1956 as a result of the Virgin and Isle Lands project, initiated by the Soviet Premier Nikita Khrushchev. He was himself a Slav. Other ethnic groups of Kazakhstan include Uzbeks, Uyghurs, and Tajiks, along with Ukrainians, Germans, Tatars, and Koreans. If you look at this slide, you may see religious affiliation. Also, you may observe that 70% are occupied with Muslim religion, 26 and 2% are Christian people, 3 and 3% are atheist or unknown religion, and others. So the Kazakhs are nominally Muslim people. Kazakh people moved into settlements or sent their children to towns such as Bukhara for an education. Young Kazakhs entered the Muslim maktabs and madrasas, where religion supplied the main subjects or ideology. The younger generation of intellectuals turned into urban-style Muslims before the Soviet communists took over the early 1920s. The authorities actively suppressed or discouraged religious life in Kazakhstan until the USSR disintegrated. Since independence, Kazakhs generally have enjoyed freedom of religion. And now, about 1/4 of the population is Christian. You may see it. It is colored with red color. Kazakhstan is a very rich country of natural resources. You may observe here a lot of resources like zinc, lead, tin, oil, coal, gas, chromite, nickel, copper, gold, iron ore, uranium, and many others. The most important minerals are copper, and they are situated in the central areas and Akhtubinsk provinces. Lead, zinc, and silver in the Rudny-Alatau area and Jungarian-Alatau or Karatau spurs. Tungsten and tin in the Kolbin Ridge and southern Altai. Chromite, nickel, and cobalt in the Mugajar Hills. Titanium, manganese, and antimony are located in the central regions. Vanadium in the south, gold in the north and in the east. Processing facilities of Aktau produce large quantities of uranium mined in the Mangshlag area. Much iron ore comes from Karagandy and Kostanay. Coal comes from Karagandy, Turgay, Ekibastus, and Malkuben basins. In 1993, Kazakhstan finalized a contract with Chevron Corporation to exploit the reserves of Tengiz oil field, one of the world's largest field. In the mid-1990s, agreement also was sought with foreign investors for the development of oil and natural gas from the Tengiz, Zhusan, Timur, and Kazakh-Shiganak wells. Now task, please look at this map and answer these questions. What countries are situated in the north of Kazakhstan? You may see here international boundaries, province boundaries, roads, rivers, national capitals. Please answer these questions and find countries that are situated in the north of Kazakhstan. What countries does Kazakhstan border with in the southeast? What countries are situated in the west of Kazakhstan? What countries does Kazakhstan border with in the north? Okay, so your task, gather information about leading cities of Kazakhstan and places of interest.